The Honorable Jim Jordon of the state of Ohio has received 199. The Honorable Hakeem Jeffries of the state of New York has received 212. The Honorable Kevin McCarthy of the state of California has received 5. The Honorable Byron Donalds of the state of Florida has received 1. The Honorable Tom Emmer of the state of Minnesota has received 1. Pursuant to Clause 12A of Rule 1, the Chair declares the House in recess, subject to the call of the Chair.
What's up, it's your boy Austin, and that's right, what you just saw was Jim Jordon, trying to be elected Speaker of the House, got ejected for the second time. Yesterday was the first vote, and he didn't win with 20 votes, and this time I believe it was 23 votes that went against him. It was either 23 or 24, I'm pretty sure it was 23. But, we knew that if he couldn't get at least a certain amount of votes yesterday, that today would have been even harder. And now they're going into like the third session tomorrow. They're not doing what they did with McCarthy, where they had to go 1 vote, 2 vote, 3 vote, 4 vote, 5, all the votes and sessions in one day. Where you kind of had to at that time, because that time you needed a speaker to start, and to start, the whole session of everything, And so now though, you don't need to do that because Congress has already been started, and they're going through all that, but they just decided to get rid of McCarthy, which again, it's not surprising. I mean, for someone who it took them almost 18 or 19 times just to get elected, or what was it, 17? I don't even know, it was around there. I mean, it's just so crazy. I mean, what do we expect now? It's like, what, Jim Jordan's gonna get elected, then, 3 days later they oust him too, they get rid of him. All I know though is that he's going for his 3rd vote tomorrow. Do I think he's gonna get it? No, not one bit. I don't think he's going to. I mean, because what is he gonna really say to these people, like, to really get them to flip? I know McCarthy at one point also kind of had the same circumstance. I mean, he had many circumstances, obviously. But if you look at it, he had the same circumstance when it comes to having almost around that many people against him. Not that many people, but that many people that voted for other people and against him. And he was able to flip a big chunk of those in a day. Again, we would have to see what Jim Jordon would have to, what would he be willing to do? And then again, that's the question, because we know who Jim Jordon is. He's a conspiracy theorist. He's on Fox News telling lies. And it's like, what do we expect? It's like, I don't know if we really can expect much. It's just so crazy to me. You look how unified the Democrats have been. Obviously, they voted for who they want to vote for, Hakeem Jeffries, over and over and over again. I mean, at least it shows the connection. While Republicans have had how many sessions, including the McCarthy session and these sessions, all together to figure out who they can even elect, and they can't agree. And to me, the real issue, if you look at it, is it's a small group of people holding everyone else hostage, in a situation that people in the country didn't necessarily want or vote for. They voted for those specific people for different views in the Republican Party. But the Republican Party has been split. So how are we gonna say that, one part of it is exactly what all the other part, wants in terms of policy? And then the Democrats have all been united over the same causes. So you can't really, compare the differences between the two parties and what's happening. So yeah, so I just want to bring this news to Gen Z today and all the other generations out there to let y'all know what's going on. I was a little delayed with this one, but it's just, we're gonna keep watching it, seeing what happens with Jim Jordon, and just seeing what he can bring to the table, because I really just don't know. Like, I'm thinking about doing maybe a live stream to reacting to everything, while they do the next vote. I have to get up kind of early for that, but I could do it. And what's up, like, what do y'all think about this situation, and like in terms of Jim Jordon being speaker? Like, who would you have rather Scalise, but then at the same time Scalise didn't want to do it because of certain things? And, it's just, it's really just a mess, but we have to keep track to it. I don't think having Jim Jordon is good for anyone. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, not good for anyone, because it's like they're just holding people hostage. They're not gonna get anything done. If you don't have support from the Senate, you don't have support from executive, branch of things, you don't have support from the president, how in the world are you, gonna be able to rule anything? They only have five Republicans, I believe, that makes them the majority over the Democrats. And realistically, when you go into politics, you realize that if you don't have the majority in other things, then you shouldn't be able to dictate the majorities in the Senate or what the president is saying, because he won't sign it if you say we're not going to give Ukraine funding, or we're not going to do, we want to get rid and disable all these policies, you know, in terms of you know, LGBTQ issues and, you know, Medicare, you know, healthcare issues, and just things like that in general. Like those are, you know, some big ones that I've heard mainly from Jim Jordon. It's really an issue. Like we really got to start looking at it like, what are we gonna do? But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this little talk about, you know, the next Speaker of the House. I really hope he does not get elected. I mean, it's so ridiculous. But the thing is, who? I mean, and in my last video, we talking about George Santos. Shoot, might as well give it to him, because I feel like he maybe would be even better than Jim Jordon. I know that sounds, you know, crazy for me to say, but really, I mean, with everything going on, it's like, who else? You're gonna give it to Marjorie Taylor Greene? Give it to, you know, you're gonna give it to Matt Gaetz? I mean, come on, these people are lunatics. All right, but yeah, that's my, you know, opinion of today. Yeah, let me know any other topics you want me to talk about in politics, and yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next video. It's your boy Austin. Peace.